Hello, kittens, and welcome to my perfectly imperfect virtual life. I am Samaz Suga, and I am finally here with the perfect match. Yes, 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 finally. I know you guys have been really patient to be waiting for this, and I really appreciate it. And let me explain the reason why it's been so late coming to the YouTube channel. Anyway, the reason why I actually been sick, and I do apologize. Not for being sick, because you can't apologize for being sick, but I do apologize that it took so long to come out. It's supposed to be out on the first, and finally, well, at least at least better late than never. But if you guys don't know what a perfect match is about, let me explain it real briefly for you. A perfect match is about 8 women, 8 men who find love. Now, not all 8 of them or all 16 of them find love. Actually, only one couple. That's why it's called the perfect match. What happens is we first introduce you to the individuals, the contestants. We introduce you to the females and to the males, and then after we introduce you to them, what we do after that would be letting them meet each other, and then once they meet each other, we find out who seems to be the most compatible. Once we find out who the most compatible is, we get two different houses, say house A, house B, or house pink, house blue. We don't know just yet. But once we do that, we put 4 couples in one house and 4 couples in the other house, and then you get to pick which person goes home first, second, third, and so forth. Basically, you're eliminating the couple you don't like. You may like the female, not the male, but of course, it's a couple's thing. Now, with each episode, what will happen is they'll get a task. So there'll be a task of some sort that would make them go on to the next episode or the next up or whatever. But if you choose for them to leave, then of course they gotta go bye bye and leave the household. So almost at the end, it'll be 2 couples standing, and you get to pick the couple you want to go on next. Once that couple wins, the LP will basically be about them and them getting married and ooh, bliss, love, whatever. Sad part is, what if they don't make it? But hey, that is why it's called the perfect match, because you get to match who you think is perfect. Now, once these contestants do win, the simmers behind them will actually do a little winning themselves. That's right. They'll get an EA gift card along with some other little goodies I'm going to send them. So it'll be 2 winners. It'll be for the male and the female. That's why you only can have one sim each. Now, Again, we're playing this as if we're actually in the game. So me, Samaz, hi, right here, Samaz. So I actually had someone to come and help me out. His name is Angel Leone, and it is El Leon, which means the lion. He is with the San Machuno Bears. Yes, can't believe he came out to help me. And he's an attractive bachelor, by the way. But anyway, without further ado, let me introduce you to my co-host, Mr. Angel Leone. Hi, Angel. How are you?
I'm doing very well. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for joining me with this. I know, you have to be pulled from your daily tasks of whatever you do. Why don't you tell them a little bit about yourself?
Well, first, I would like to thank you for having me. And it's nice to take a break once in a while. So this will be a nice break for me. So I'm glad to be here with you.
So, what Angel and I are going to do, we're going to actually introduce you to the contestants one by one. I'll do the guys, and he'll do the young ladies. And what we'll do is we'll tell you a little bit about them, and then that way you can get to know them better. So, I guess I could be first, if that's okay with you, Angel.
Oh yeah, that's quite fine with me.
Okay. So first is Sebastian Lemons. And Sebastian is a best-selling author. He is romantic, he is creative, and he is extremely outgoing. And let's read Sebastian's bio, shall we? Sebastian is a talented mystery writer. He grew up in Newcrest along with his three siblings. He has always admired the loving relationship between his parents and would love to have the same. When he was young, he found love and lost it. He then focused on his career. Now that he's older, he wants to find that perfect someone. For him, a perfect match would be a woman who doesn't need him but wants him. Someone who'll laugh at his silly jokes, eat his horrible cooking, and will love his dog, Lullaby Lee. And Angel, who do you have?
All right, up next we have Amalia Lewis. Her traits are she's a best-selling author, a muser, a genius, a bookworm, and a good sim. So let me tell you a little bit about herself. Amelia comes from a small, close southern family. Her father is a Baptist minister. Watch out, guys. And her mother stayed home to raise her and her two older sisters. Amelia's fondest memories were running down the old dirt road into the depth of a forest in their backyard. She will bring her beloved journal given to her by her grandmother, Willow, and write stories of faraway castles where princesses and knights in armor will adventure and fall in love.
Wow,
Yeah, interesting, isn't it?
it very. Give me a
Yeah.
moment. Next up is Dawson Helm. Now, Dawson is pretty mysterious as far as I'm concerned. He's a musical genius and he's a foodie, but that's all he else he says about himself. He's kind of mysterious, so to speak. But let's read a little bit about Dawson. So Dawson was raised by a single mom in a small town. He left home to chase his dreams of becoming a musician. He hopes to someday be a famous singer. He entered this competition to find his one true love. He is ready to settle down and start a family. But again, I don't know. Dawson doesn't want to say too much about himself. I wonder why that is.
All right, nothing's wrong with that little mysterious there. Ladies may want to find out about him little by little. Who knows?
Guess you got a point there. I never thought about it that way, so that is a good thing. So who do you have up next, Angel?
Up next, I have Amber Guerrero. Uh-uh. Her traits are city native, so she's a city girl, a home turf, goofball, meaning that she's a little playful, romantic, and an art lover. So let's find out a little bit about Amber. She grew up in a small suburban town and is itching to get out and experience all that life has to offer. An aspiring artist who left her parents and six siblings to follow her dreams and hopefully find a man to be her muse and experience life along her. Amber is artistic, happy, and hopeless romantic. She loves to experience the town and try new things. The perfect match for Amber would be someone who is ambitious and creative, like cooking or music. So keep an eye on her, guys. Keep an eye on her.
Ah, cooking or music. We may already have a match for her. Music, keyword here. My next gentleman is Kayden James. Kayden is a party animal. Uh-oh, party animal. He is outgoing, he is self-assured, and he is a romantic. Now, let's read a little bit about Kayden. So Kayden has always been a ladies' man. With his icy gray eyes, sexy looks, and charming nature, no woman can resist him. And he was never shy about hiding his reputation until he was faced with the challenge of being single dad. Oh, now he has traded his late parties in for late night diaper changes. I love it. And the thought of settling down with the right one is deeply on his mind. His perfect someone is smart, confident, they must be into having a family, and very outgoing person that knows how to have fun. Okay then.
Oh, okay.
So to be Caden, he's a family guy. He wants to. We don't know if he has a little girl, little boy, which doesn't matter one way or the other. But he wants to find someone that wants to settle down with him and make a home. I like that. I like the fact that he decided to, after he was a ladies' man, icy gray eyes. No one can resist him. He's he's kind of cocky, but you know what, ladies? That might be a good thing that he is cocky because he knows who he is and there is nothing wrong with knowing who you are. Who do you have
Knows what
next?
he wants.
Right. Like you, right?
Exactly.
So, so now that we're talking about that, why are you
Uh,
single, Angel?
haven't found the right one yet. I'm enjoying my life right now. I'm not saying that I'm not going to once I find the right one, but that one is still up there. Haven't found it yet.
Well, maybe we got to get you on the next season too, right?
I've Soccer season starts. Remember that.
Oh goodness. Who
Up
do?
next, we have Kayla Werner. And let's see. Her traits are soulmate, alluring, romantic, creative, and family orientated. So let's find out a little bit about Kayla Werner. She says in her own words, I was raised alone by my mother as my father left when I was very young. We didn't have much apart from a small apartment and each other. I grew up and decided to venture out on my own, giving my mother the freedom she deserved. Along the way, I found myself with who I thought was my soulmate. He meant everything to me. After about a year, things started to turn sour. Turns out he's been lying to me and he was already married with children. I was broken. I left him and continued on my trip around the world and found another man. I didn't fall too quickly as this time I wasn't as naive and things were great. We bought our first house together and we were even planning a family. But before we could try, he got into a car accident and lost his life. And now here I am, trying to find the love of my life. I know he's out there somewhere. A perfect match will be someone who fills all the holes in my life. Wow, someone who can handle my flaws as well as I can handle theirs. Someone who can love me for me.
Wow, she's had some pretty, bad experiences. The first guy was basically a jerk, lying to her, telling her that she was everything. He was
Right,
married with kids. And then the second gentleman that she met, he ended up getting killed in a car accident. That's really, really sad. We hope she finds love. We really do, because it's sad to be by yourself, but then to have two major things happen is like wow. So we hope the
right.
best for you, Kayla. We really do.
Very tragic. But remember, guys, that tells you that she's strong
Mhm.
and she moves forward. And that's what she did. She
Right.
got out on 2 feet, head on, moving forward. So
Right.
good luck to you, Kayla.
Good luck, Kayla. Next up, we have, I'm hoping I'm saying his name correctly, Declaim Mayfield. Declaim, I believe it is Declaim. What do you say? Declan, Declaim?
Decline, yeah.
Declaim. Okay. So Declaim is a painter extraordinaire. He's ambitious, he's a genius, and he's creative. He's also an alien. Now, that doesn't mean anything to us because we don't discriminate against anyone as far as them being from another universe, another whatever. So we welcome him and we want him to definitely find true love. So let's speak about him a little bit. He was born on the planet Sixum and later abandoned in the neighborhood of Willow Creek. Oh, while abandoned. Growing up, he was always an outcast due to his status as an alien. His best friends were the plants he grew and the programs he coded. After finding love for the first time and painfully losing it, he decided to enter the Perfect Match Challenge to hopefully meet the right person. Hopefully to meet his true love, actually. That is so sweet. Now, to him, a perfect match is someone who looks past his status as an alien and sees the soul he has within. Also, someone who is sensitive. Oh my, you know what? I like this guy. He's so sweet.
Interesting.
It's just like a little bit of a
You
twist
like
here.
that? Okay.
Right. You know what? I like the fact that he basically is not trying to hide who he is. He wants you to know who he is, and he's not trying to hide it. He wants to make sure that ladies look at him for who he. I really like him. We hope he, you know what? Even if he doesn't win here, we really hope he gets some love. I like that. We're gonna all be rooting for you, Decline. We really will be. And who's next up for you?
Up next for me, we have Iris Sanchez. And her traits are she would like to have a big, happy family, domestic, loves outdoors, family orientated. She's a foodie. I like that. A little bit about Iris. She's from a city of Boston and is a successful master chef to the stars. I like that. She feels she has been in the United States for far too long and has her eyes set on her dreams location, Hawaii, where she can open her own restaurant and find a special someone to settle down with. She has entered the perfect match contest in hope to find the man of her dreams and settle down in tropical Hawaii for sun and fun and continue to love and success.
Wow. I was hoping she said when she said she was been in this country too long. I was hoping she didn't mind going outer space.
That's a good one. That's a good
Because if she did, I had the perfect match for her. Next up is Lucian Kincaid. Lucian is a music genius. He is a romantic, and he is definitely a bro, he says. Now, for him, he is hoping to be a musician. There's two musicians we've got here. He is from Newcrest, a newly found city. He would love to meet his perfect match someday and live a life full of fantasy. Oh, he can't wait to get started on the perfect match. His ideal mate would be someone that is willing to be there by his side when he starts his career as a musician. He is also looking for someone that is family oriented. We've got two musicians here. That's pretty rare. So we've got two male musicians here, but we haven't found a female that's into music yet, have we?
one. Not yet. It's not over yet, so
It's
let's see.
it's not over yet. He's so right. Okay, who do you have up next?
Up next, we have Jennifer Rosario, and her traits are master chef, essence of flavor, foodie, ambitious, and materialistic. See that we have a lot of females that love to cook, which nothing is wrong with that. Who doesn't want to have a woman who loves to cook, right?
That's right.
So let's see a little bit about Jennifer. Jennifer is an artist in the kitchen. Because of this, she decided to pursue a career as a celebrity chef in Newcrest, and she hopes to one day have her own cooking show. She certainly has the talent for it. She entered the perfect match contest, hoping to find someone who will get this taste test all of her future recipes for many years to come. She
Oh,
is pretty confident that she knows the way to any man's heart, which is what? his
Through his
stomach,
stomach.
right? Right.
Smart woman.
Smart, I like that. Good luck, Jennifer.
Good luck, Jennifer. Next up on my end, we have Ricardo, and I know I'm going to butcher this gentleman's name. Kimoka. It's Kimokea. Well, you guys see that on the screen. Kimoka. So Kimoka wants a big, happy family. He is a music lover. He loves the outdoors and he's family oriented. Ah, listen to this. Aloha. After all these years of traveling all over the world, I decided to go back home to my lovely home. You wouldn't believe this, Angel. Hawaii is his home.
What?
Yes.
Oh man.
I
Wow.
swear this was not planned, you guys. Can you believe this? He says, back to my city of Maui. Why not pursue my passion for music, another music lover, and someday be lucky enough to find that one true love, Kayuka, Kayuka, Kauku. How do you pronounce that? Ka, then Uku, Kayuka, which means my queen. Ooh, hope she can cook because this Samoan can eat. Oh, uh-oh.
What? Okay.
Oh. Now he says he's half black and half Hawaiian. He has traveled all over the world, and after he left the military, he decided to go into his own business. Oh, pretty good. He does miss home and his people, and the food and the music. So he wants to go back to Maui. He wants to have a happy ever after. Aloha. A perfect match is someone that yet can be so different, but can be yet alike in his passions and dedication in what they both deserve, love. Now, I don't know about you, but I may have a perfect match for this gentleman.
Hawaii, anyone? Okay.
I'm telling you, when I saw that Hawaii, I was like, really? 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 But that, you know what, and believe me, guys, ladies, gentlemen, boys, cats, dogs, kittens,
Everyone.
everyone. I had no idea. This is going to be something that's very interesting. Really interesting. What do you have up next?
Up next, we have Jay Simmons, and her traits are soulmate, alluring, cheerful, romantic, foodie. This is original Jade. She is 21 years old. She's a young adult from San Mishuno. She entered this contest because she wants to find true love and find a bright future. She comes from a loving family and has two siblings, a girl and a boy, younger than her. She left her home in Newcrest to live a new life in San Myshuno. Her favorite color is lilac. She loves cooking. In fact, is her hobby, and she's a romantic girl. So a lot of romantic girls, a lot of chefs,
Hmm.
and very interesting. I like
This is going to be.
this contest. Looks like it's gonna be really
Yeah, but you know what I'm thinking too? It's kind of going to be really hard to kind of match people up. So I know you said you would do this one show with me, but I may need you also to help me with matching people up because this is going to be a little difficult because I've already seen people that can be matched up and I'm like, okay, oh, who's next? So it's not going to be easy, I tell you, but it is really interesting that that people from different cities and everything, even different planets, are joining in. And the fact that them doing this, you find there's so much alike. Am I right about that?
that is correct, and you already know I'm here for you. Whatever you need, if you need me again, it will be my pleasure.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're
Next
welcome.
up is Castor Corbin. Castor is a computer whiz. He is creative. He is a geek. And he is a snob. Oh, he's a snob. Casper is originally from Isa Paradiso. I hope I said that right. His parents own a successful resort, and gaming bar. He is the only child. Oh, so you know he's spoiled. No wonder he's a snob. He's spoiled rotten and was a pleasant surprise to them later in life than most couples. Oh, Casper will eventually inherit the properties, but went to school to pursue a career in game design for himself. Okay, so he's a game designer. After having completed his degree, he has decided he's ready to meet someone and settle down. A perfect match for him is someone who can be creative partner, someone he can bounce ideas off and have fun with. Okay, well, he's a snob, but that's okay, right?
Hey, at least he says it up front.
Right,
This is who
exactly.
I am. And fake it, expect it.
Exactly. And the fact that he will be having money, ladies, not that that means anything. Uh, the fact that whoever he does get will definitely be taken care of. I think that's great too. I really do.
Definitely.
What do you think about him, Mr. Schwab? You,
Mr. Snub.
you see anybody that you think that he would be maybe a perfect match with?
Too early to tell. You never know.
Oh, that's true.
But like you said, he has money, and not that that matters, but who doesn't like to be taken care of once in a while?
Right,
Go
exactly.
places, adventure the world. So
Exactly, exactly. And who do you have up next?
up next, and please forgive me if I'm saying your name incorrectly. Please correct me. Kuhaku Mori. And her traits are she's a computer whiz, she's a quick learner, she's a geek, ambitious, and family orientated. So let's see a little bit about Kohaku. She was born in Tokyo to an American mother and Japanese father. At a young age, her father became extremely ill, so financial obligations fell heavily upon both her and her mother's shoulders. She was never popular in school, so it was difficult for her to leave to America after she graduated in pursuit of a tech job opportunity, which will massively aid her alien dad and working mom. She's since grown lonely and wishes to find someone with whom she can spend her life. Very a little bit sad story there, but hey, and like we've said, you never know. Anything can happen in this contest, right?
That's correct. That's correct. And I hope her parents are doing better. I really do. Next up is August Corwell. August is a jokester. He's a comedian. He's creative. He is good. Oh, I like that. And he's clumsy. August is a comedian from Newcrest who comes from a family of 6 children. Wow, another person with big family. While growing up, his family was very close, and he hopes to one day start his own with that special lady. August's special talents is the violin. Oh, and he hopes to find someone who shares his sense of humor, is creative, and will fit in with his family. So he's definitely a family guy. Family guy. No pun intended. So he's really into family. So that's good. And I love the fact that he says he's clumsy. He's straight out with it. He says, yeah, I'm clumsy, but hey, the fact that he's comedian and that he's clumsy is probably go hand in hand with each other. But, we do hope, that he finds that special someone for him as well. Who do you have up next? Well, this is our last one, isn't it?
This is our last one, and her name is Lenore Gardner, and her traits are soulmate, alluring, romantic, music lover. Hey, we find a music lover finally, foodie, and a little bit about Lenore. There was always something missing in her life, and that was love. Growing up without a father and a mother who would rather be out dancing the night away, Lenore was often at times lonely, but she found something to pass the time, and that was watching love stories and reading books about epic love tales, the dream. If she could have nothing else in this world, she wanted love, someone to call her own.
So she's definitely romantic, which I think that we had, what, a couple of guys who said they were romantic, didn't we?
Romantic, music,
Yes.
love. So,
I think the hardest thing that's going to happen is for me is to be able to couple these up. Even though a lot of them have the same wants, needs, and desires, it's still going to be a little difficult to kind of couple them up. So our next episode is going to be the guys meeting each other and the girls meeting each other, kind of get a feel of them as their friendship grows. And then the third episode will be the one where they all meet each other. So all 8 women, all 8 men meet each other. And then I think at that point we kind of get a little bit more feel of who's going to be able to match up. This should be extremely interesting. I hope it's going to be as interesting as you for you guys it is for us, because I'm really excited about this. I really appreciate Angel, being here today. And he did say, remember, ladies and gentlemen, rather, remember, he did say that he would come back once I try to match them up. You did give me your word on that, Angel, did you not?
I did.
Okay.
I'm a, I'm a man of my word, so
I believe that. Also handsome and sexy. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and end here. And thank you again for being so patient. I really appreciate it. You could be anywhere in the virtual world watching anyone on YouTube, and you decided to watch me, and it is greatly appreciated. As always, thank you so much. Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, from me and the lion, mwah, sugar kisses. Bye-bye.
yeah.